Listen, I made my first crore revenue online before I turned 22. And no, it wasn't from selling courses. I run a real agency. But when I was 18, getting started with my online business, working 12 to 15-hour days in my small 10 by 10 room, if someone has told me these three things before, I would have saved myself years of struggling. And the day I learned these three brutal truths, my income didn't just double, it 10x. In fact, the third brutal truth which I'm about to reveal to you is so controversial that most gurus won't even talk about it. But it's the difference between where you are right now and someone who's already made their first crore. But first, let me tell you about the day everything changed for me. I was sitting in my friend's old store that we had converted into our office, just three of us, me, my co-founder, and an intern we hired, working 12 to 14 hours every day for this one Indian client who was paying us 20k a month. And I remember having this exact conversation with my co-founder. Bhai, 20,000 mein kya hoga yaar? We need to increase our prices. To which he replied, bro, what if our client leaves us? And that's when it hit me. I was selling to the wrong people. Alright, brutal truth number one, and this one's gonna hurt some of you. If you want to make real money online, I'm talking 8 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakhs per month, you must go where the money actually is, period. So let me show you some numbers that will blow your mind. The same personal branding service that I used to sell Indian clients for 20,000 rupees, guess what? I now charge US clients 2 to 3 lakh per month for the exact same thing. Same service, same quality, just a different market. And I know what you're thinking right now, Vikram, but these international clients are harder to get. Listen, that's exactly the mindset that keeps you broke. Here's what I've learned after working with hundreds of international clients. They don't care about your location as long as you know how to speak good English. And they just care about this one thing, that is results. That's it. Now imagine this. While your friends are celebrating 50k months, you could be making that in a week by just tapping into global markets like US. But here's what nobody tells you about international clients. There's a specific way you need to talk to them. And if you mess this up, which brings me to truth number two. Actually, hold on. Before I tell you the second brutal truth, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen someone whose work isn't as good as you, but they are making more money than you and they have more clients? How? Because what I'm about to tell you right now is probably going to piss you off, but it's the truth you need to hear. I don't care if you're the best marketer in the world. I don't care if you're the most skilled developer or the most knowledgeable coach. If you can't sell yourself, you'll stay broke. Here's the hard truth nobody wants to admit. The ones making 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh per month from their business aren't always the best at what they do, but they are damn good at this one thing, selling themselves. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Back in 2018, when I was going door to door selling Facebook ads to restaurant owners, I was literally getting mocked by them. One of them literally said, why should I even trust a beginner? And you know what that taught me? Skills don't pay the bills. Sales do. Every rejection taught me something. And here's the crazy part. Once I mastered sales, everything else became easy. But here's where it gets interesting. Even if you master sales, even if you're landing those high ticket international clients, there's still one thing that will keep you stuck forever. And this is where most people give up. Let me paint you a picture what this looks like in real life. You have got the clients, you're making good money, but you're working 12 to 15 hours every day. You literally haven't taken a weekend off in months. You're making good money, but what you have actually built yourself is an expensive prison. Or I should say a job with high income. How do I know? Because that was my life. Making $10,000 per month, but I was feeling more trapped than when I was making 50,000 rupees. And then I discovered something that changed everything. Brutal truth number three, and this one separates 2 lakh per month entrepreneurs from the 50 lakh per month entrepreneurs. You will never, and I mean never, build generational wealth by doing everything yourself. Learn this hard way. I was the bottleneck in my own business business. Every client delivery, every sales call, every strategy session, all went through me. Now listen, I don't care how smart you are. I literally don't care how hard working you are. There are only 24 hours in a day. While you're grinding 16 hours doing everything, your competitors are building their systems and teams that work while they sleep. Now imagine waking up to notification after notification of sales that happened while you were unconscious. Imagine having a team so dialed in that your business grows even when you are on a vacation. That's not a fantasy. That's what happened when you understand this one thing: leverage. Now here's what your ego doesn't want to hear. You are not that special. What you do can be systemized. What you do, it can be delegated. But your ego is telling you, only I can do this right. Wrong. Because the moment I hired my first employee in 2019 and trained them properly, gave them the ownership, that's when everything clicked. In just 6 to 9 months, we hit our first $10,000 a month in our office at Kolkata. So ask yourself, are you building a real business or are you building yourself a really expensive job? Alright, so there you have it. 3 brutal truths. 1. Go where the money actually is. 2. Master sales. 3. Scale through people. Don't try to do everything yourself. Now look, you have got 2 choices here. You can keep doing what you're doing and hope everything changes, or start applying these 3 things today. And if this video helped you out, do me a favor. Hit that like button, and if you want to see how I sell $10,000 services to international clients without convincing them to buy, then there's a video right here that breaks down the exact strategy step by step. And that's it. That's my 2 cents. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll try answering them.